to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard.
They'll run on first down. It's Daniel. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
59 Mike, check.
From the gun, Tripp. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Set. 30 base. 22 jet bomber. Ready.
On first down, Skinner. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll try and throw for it here.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. 18 Gator. Number 53. Mike 53. Here we go. Down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Rock it.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. On first down, Herbert over the middle, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, Alpha. Yo, shoot. Ready?
On 4th down, Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Tripp. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Ready. 57 to Mike. 57. Hard. Watch the run. 49. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Let's go.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 15-1. 15-1. You're out. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Now he's forced out right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
On second down now, Skinner. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Pilot, 64. Wait. Hey, orbit. Go.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll run on first down. It's Watson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
And it's third down.
On the set. Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59. Oh, yeah, I'm sick. Pull it out. Check 9.
Looking to throw. Tripp. And he will find his man on the outside.
Let's go.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Steelers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tripp. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Tripp. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check three, check three, check three.
On second down, it's Daniel, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Watson, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A final shot before break. Herbert going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox, lights. You go tight. You got tight. Bam.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, And on that play he did, so you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
To throw on third down, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Daniel, he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On third down, it's Watson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This from 25 yards out. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
35-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check it back, check it back.
80 weapon. Go, Jackrabbit. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go. Set. Hey, no. Come on, D.
On 1st down, Tripp. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
2nd and 13. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Tripp. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the interception by the Steeler Dean leads to a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tripp throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fleming. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and 6. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times, and he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, high 7. Rock it. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. that his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw again, Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Here we go.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check. Check 15. Check 15. Back. Please grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Here comes the ball.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw. Herbert, that's caught at the 3. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he lost the football, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We got 4. We got 4.
On 1st down, it's Daniel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Check, 59. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Throwing on 3rd and long. Tripp. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet